A very good evening to everyone. My name is Anirban and I am the business head of IPFC Academy. Today we are here to have a small chat on CPA US program. I'll just start my presentation. Give me a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will just take you briefly through what IPFC is all about, what all we do, what are the courses which we teach, and what are the services which we give. After that, our expert on CPA, Mr. Balachandra Salgundi, will take you through the CPA program, the various aspects of the CPA program, what are the changes which are going to happen from 2024. Uh, all those things are something which he is going to discuss. Post that, we will have a quick question answer session. In between, if you feel that you have certain questions, please feel free to put it up in the chat box and one of our representative will be happy to help you out. However, in case you want to speak and ask any question, you can unmute your mic, but let's do it at the end of the session where we'll all be able to answer your queries. Okay, briefly about IPFC Academy. IPFC Academy started its operation from 2010, which is now near about 12 years, which has happened. Over these 12 years, we have been training a lot of international students from various countries, including India, and students from various groups of studies. I mean, it's not necessarily that people from the finance background has been studying. We have people from non-finance background also studying with us. Now, for this last 12 years, we have been always training online. This online training concept is not because of COVID. I repeat, it's not because of COVID. We have been training online for the last 12 years. Now, there were certain benefits when we teach online. An online training gives you the best of the faculty. That means you are able to learn from a central faculty pool and not dependent on any local faculty who is training. So what happens in a decentralized training is the institute or the academy is not able to the quality of and the local, since it's centrally trained. So each and every person attends live classes gets the best of the training from these online classes. Moving on to mocks. I mean, I'm sure you all are ready for the professional. You're looking for a professional qualification. You must be aware what a mock test is. Mock tests are nothing but simulation of the actual exam. The best part is in IPFC we have unlimited mocks. I mean, you can give as many mocks as you want, as many variations as you want. You can design your own mocks. There is a limit. I mean, possibilities are endless. In a CPA program, there are a lot of hand holdings which needs to be done in the terms of not only the academic part, but there are a lot of administrative activities which happen for a CPA program. So I will just go through what all the CPA program handles. Before that, there are certain programs which we do. Number one is the CPA, which is the most prestigious qualification as far as the highest as far as accounting profession is concerned. We have CMA, which is Certified Management Accountant from the USA. IFRS or people who are in the auditing field, because CIA is the only qualification which has so it has international qualification so I wanted to put it up briefly about what is CPA US, very briefly, because in detail sir will be handling it. CPA is Certified Public Accountant awarded by AICPA. It's considered to be the highest accounting qualification in the world. There is an exam which is conducted by AICPA, which is a standard exam. There are a lot of tie-ups which CPA US has with the Australian body, with the Canadian body, which we will discuss later, so that migration to these countries also becomes pretty easy. Now, coming to the eligibility criteria, a lot of people had a lot of queries about what is an eligibility criteria of CPA. Very quickly, I will summarize it here. CPA has a uniform exam. That means each of the states of the United States of America has different definitions for their eligibility criteria. Only the exam is a uniform exam. The minimum, there is a credit point of 120 which is required to sit for the exam. Now, to get this 120 credit points, you actually have to be a BCom, and at least first year of an MCom or an MBA needs to be completed to get the 120 credit points. And you need 150 credit points to apply for the license, which gets completed once you complete your master's, which is an MBA or an MCom. If you already have an MBA or an MCom, it's fine, because then you are already qualified. In case you do not have an MBA, when we had this registration for the webinar, I could see a lot of people who were pursuing graduation or were undergraduate and were keen for an MBA, sorry, for an CPA. Please try to understand that we have also collaborated with certain universities. So in case you are not a master's, you can join for the CPA along with an MBA or an MCom qualification through us. The MCom and the MBA qualification will be awarded by the respective university, and the CPA qualification obviously by AICPA. But the training for the CPA is done through us. These MBA and the MCom which we are talking about are completely online. You need not go to any of these universities physically to give the exam also. Everything can be done online. And license requirements vary from state to state, which I told you before. Other than the exam, everything else is decided by the state. There are 50 plus states in the United States. So each of the states has their own requirements and their own criteria. Now, what is the path? How do you do all these things? What is the way to go for the CPA? First is obviously you need to check your eligibility criteria, whether you are falling under the 120 credit points or the 150 credit points. In case you are not falling, you can start attending the class, parallelly work on the short credit points. So in case you are a BCom and not a master's, you can join the classes for the CPA and parallelly join an MBA or an MCom course, like I said before, so that your credit points are taken care of. So classes come not lag, and generally in the lag you can complete your short credits. Next is, once your credit points are done, you have 120 credit points. You identify the state and the board from which you are eligible. So you need to choose one of the states of the USA. So whether it's California, whether it's Montana, whether it's New York, whichever state. I mean, so that eligibility criteria has to be fulfilled. Then there are a lot of transcripts which you need to send for verification to USA. We also provide transcript services, so that in case you are not able to take out transcript from the universities, some of them do not stay. This is only for Indian universities. To clarify, we have a lot of international students also attending this program. but this transcript services are only applicable for Indian universities. So there are a lot of students who stay abroad or not in India, and they are able to these transcript services, which helps you make out the transcript, which you will need to send to the US for validation verification. This process takes around 2 to 3 months time. After that, eligible the exam. So there is criteria that 4 papers you need to clear within 18 months. Sir will be explaining the details of how this logic works. The exams are given in a Prometric center. Fortunately, India has a Prometric center. So this has started post-COVID. Before that, there were no exam centers in India. Certain countries also have. In case your country does not have a Prometric center, unfortunately, you'll have to travel abroad and give the exam. There is no online remote exam facilities available for a CPA. So once you clear all the 4 papers, you just need to apply for state license. It's not compulsory. This is only if you are interested. And that's it. The whole process is done. So the whole journey takes complete. The moment you start, after 1.5 years, you should be able to apply for the license. Before I hand over the presentation, I would just like to introduce him. Mr. Balchandra Gundi has been popular among the student community and has been training in various institutes across India. He is also into a lot of corporate training programs. Himself is a certified CMA US, CMA India, a CPA Australia. And like I said, we all love his way of teaching, and the style of teaching is very conceptual, which sir will be explaining. So over to you, sir.
Thank you.
I hope you are able to share your screen. You just need to check once, sir.
Yes, I'll check that. Thank you, Anirban and IPFC team for inviting me to address this August audience about the most prestigious qualifications, and I will say most popular chartered accountancy in the world, that is American CPA. I'll take you through the slides little bit, but before I do that, there is some changes going on, which will be the new content, etc. Also, I'll speak a little bit later, but you should not be worried about that. It's a very simple changes, and all the institutes keep on changing their models. So you should really not worry about that. That is one assurance I can give you. And the sooner the better you should start cracking these exams when you are at the whatever be the thing, the sooner is better. That is one thing. When we say American CPA or any American certifications for that matter, okay, they comes with a unique thing which is not there in this part of the world, that is our country and UK, where we have to really go through the grind of going through each paper very deeply and passing it each paper and in a group, etc., etc. And also, it's like a marathon, our courses. With all due respect, I have done both. Both has certain good features. But one which is very interesting in America is that they believe on one concept, which is called mile wide. Let me write here. Mile wide, inch deep concept. Are you all seeing my writing? Just confirm. Yeah, in the chat box, you can confirm. Yeah, you're all seeing my screen and writing. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, thank you. So this is the concept. This is the concept in America. I worked in internationally, especially in American companies. I stayed in many countries in Middle East, Brazil, US, etc. Until 5 years ago, and I'm now a corporate trainer and academic trainer. Um, and one thing is for sure, I can guarantee you, because I have done both side of Western and Indian certifications, uh, and this is so practical. Mm. When we say mile wide, inch deep, you can just imagine that everything what they test has a variety. They will cover white. Uh, it doesn't mean we don't cover white. We do also cover white, but we go very deep. But America doesn't go very deep because there is a thinking behind it. With respect, the graduation, post graduation in America, they are really tough. I'm telling in open. They are really tough. They do lot of projects and lot of rigorous 4 years of graduation, 2 years of masters. Once they do that, students, then what is left in the professional courses is the cream. Are you all understanding? Are you all getting it? I believe I was hearing most of you are doing graduation, etc. Yes, are you all understanding this? This point is important for your planning. Okay, yes, I'm not getting yes, no in the chat box. The understanding of this is very, very important. Uh, basically, they are going to check you the relevant content, practical content, but everything, but little. That is the concept, not only for CPA, all the American certifications like CMA, CIA, CFA, etc. Now let's get back. Now let's get back on today's topic. You are all interested to know. I'll just cover briefly the important things about this popular chartered accountants in the world, American Certified Public Accountant. Okay. Right now, still you have lot of things. 365 days is anything can be achieved. And before I tell you, there is changes coming in January 1st, 2024. There will be a new model of CPA, but nothing to worry on that. Mm. Nothing to worry on that. Mm. Right now, there are four parts. Right now, there is a 16 hours of exam. Like Anirban was telling, right now you have in India all the options, Prometric Center, all those things will continue. There will be totally 16 hours, 4 into 4 papers, 16 hours exam. That is not changing. What is changing is just one optional things, and then there are some compulsory things. And those who have done, those who have passed either one paper, two papers, three papers in the current syllabus until December 31 next year, 2023, you will get credits for that. All of you are getting that assurance. That's nobody will penalize you. Okay, is that clear, everyone? No institute will do that. If you are in this existing system, you will be given credit and you will pass the remaining, etc., so that you will become a complete professional. Okay, what is there in this existing syllabus? And also, I don't want anyone, I address like this. I don't want any one of you to think, okay, anyway, in the next 1 year, new syllabus is coming and I'm going to test that. Please don't do it. Uh, the sooner the better. You should join IPFC and start clearing part by part. There is a time. We are talking about 31st December 2023. Okay. 1 year you can do miracles. And before even I start, there is always, like when I say mile wide, inch deep, our system, their system, it is nothing. Every system is respected. Every system is important for being a learner. Only thing is the time difference. Here you can finish within 1 year all the four papers possible. Maximum how much you will take it? 1.5 years. Okay, fine. Mm. As Anirban was telling, you can start the training, you can get your other credentials, etc. done. You can take the exams. There is no problem in that. Compared to ours marathon, I said it may take 3, 4, 5 years, and here generally the rule is 18 months for each paper they will give you, so that the credit will not expire. All those things let's talk about a little bit later, but right now let's understand what is that 4 papers even here and 4 papers from 2024. There is no big changes in the way they have worded, they have way they put some extra skin in that. Okay, uniform CPA. The word uniform means there are 55 states in America, and there is one country, America, this uniform, especially global syllabus, mainly containing US gap and US environment, but still it talks about globally relevant contents. Okay, so we have, they call it as 4 sections. You can say it as a 4 papers. Are you all seeing my writing, highlighting? Okay, so there is a audit, there is a BEC, business economic environment, financial reporting and regulation. Each you are going to give 4 hours exam continuously non-stop, and maybe they will give you around 15 minutes break, uh, 15 minutes break after certain time off, and then you can continue. Basically 4 hours is the real exam. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is a 16 hours exam online at Prometric centers. There is no paper version. Then what all it contains, we will just briefly show you that. Uh, in each of these paper of 4 years, 4 hours, you will get each paper. There is some distinct number of multiple choices, objective, and then there is what we know as a task-based simulations. Task-based simulations is not simple essays, and they have done it beautifully. You will really enjoy it. Mm. In task-based simulations, you are not going to type anything. You will select every answer from the drop-down menu. And there is only one paper, that is business economic environment. In that, there is some written skills are tested. Everything is so nicely arranged in, and you will enjoy that process. And then finally, yeah, Pochia, okay, go ahead. You want to speak to me? Pochia, you can unmute. Shall I continue? You're telling hi. Okay. So basically, yes, that's what I was telling you. Can you speak to me? Can you speak to me? Unmute. All the exams will be online. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good morning, sir. I'm just listening in. However, I am from the Caribbean island of Dominica, and traveling to one of the U.S. states to have the exam done will be quite pricey for me. So I'm wondering whether the exam will be done online.
Yeah, yeah, it is online. It's in Prometric Center. But in Caribbean islands, I have to check that. I will suggest you some website you can go through. And if that is there, I think you should write in that country only, in Caribbean islands. There are some of my students, they are in Anguilla, right? She was telling it is not there. She has to fly to some states. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is there. If that is there, if she is telling in Anguilla it is not there, then I don't think it is there, Portia, for you. Uh, there is you have to check that. Mm, okay,
Okay, I will.
there are some country list. Okay, which right 1 minute. There might be I'm having that. Just, I don't think I have that right now. There are some countries list in which the exams can be taken, and they keep on changing it. And through IPFC, you will get the answer. You can check in, let me say, there is a nasba.org, or aicpa.org, okay, and check their test centers, okay, and also we will get back to you. Anirbad, I think you should help for that with that.
Yeah, we will do it on a one-to-one basis. So
One-to-one basis, yes, we can do that. Okay, we'll help you. Okay, so but everything is online, whether in states or whether approved international locations. Okay, so basically, auditing, BEC, for regulation. Regulation is a tax. So basically, that's the 4 papers in brief. And I don't want you to, in this session, I don't want you to go very deep in understanding what are those papers and all. Basically, that is these are all the, you will become proud member of AICPA, and there is all those administrative issues we are going to, IPFC is going to help you when you enroll. We at the IPFC, we will take care of you, all those, how to enroll and all those things. I don't want to go in detail what is auditing and taxation, what is business economics. Just understand that there are 4 papers there which talks about financial reporting as per US GAAP. Auditing needs to be done at American auditing standards, and of course, as a CPA, certified public accountant, you should be an expert in audit, expert in financial reporting and the taxation. These are the core: auditing, financial reporting, and taxation. The second paper, business and economic environment and concept, that is a generic, which will take you to work as a finance controllers, CFO in the industry. The business environment and concepts paper is meant for you, those who don't want to practice. They can get into industry. For them, it is a tailor-made. Okay, but you need to pass all those 4 papers. And this is the one of the common questions I do get. What is that pass percentages in CPA? And right now in your screen, right, it differs from each paper. You see the auditing, 52%, BEC is the most highest one, 65% people pass, and FAR is again 50%, and regulation is 62. So if you see, and again, I don't want to comment on all these things because it depends on you. And these courses are very encouraging. And American systems, if you have done fairly well, there is no need to worry. There is no manual intervention, etc. There is no adjustment to the pass percentages. There is no demand, etc. They will not adjust anything. Everything is in the system. If you have done exceedingly well, you will fall into that who has become successful, and you see that. So basically it ranges from 50 to 65%. This is the cumulative for all these years, and it's going to continue until next year, December 2023. That is the percentages. And when I just introduce you what is going on in the new revolution, evolution, they call evolution model. But as I assured you before, there is a easy way. I'm telling you, you should start from now. Don't wait for 2024. Okay? Because there's no harm. There's no harm. There is no anxiety about it. You should not even worry about it. We at IPFC, we will tell you, we will prepare you that paper. You should go for exam, clear it. And then what is the reason? If you clear auditing, you will get a exemption. There is a core papers. There are 3 core papers in the new syllabus from 1st January 2024. And if you see the old papers right now, what we're talking, there is a transition for all of you. You will get a credit for all of you. Only change is the BEC, Business Environment Concept. If you clear that, there is no headache. If you clear that before December 2023. And unfortunately, for some reasons, if you are not able to finish that, so then you can choose one of the three. This is called elective. So basically, there is no much change in the content, change in the inside deepness, little bit deepness, because the world is changing. There is a change in the syllabus. That's it. Otherwise, you will get exemptions, you will get a transition easily. And IPFC and AICPA, when you register and when you go for exam and you get the result, finish 18 months, you should never worry if you pass any 1, 2, 3 papers in 2023. You will get that assurance is there from everywhere. It's not only from me, it is the institute which is making your life easy. Then basically, what is that we are talking in January 2024 and onwards? As I said, every institute will change its syllabus once in 3 years, 4 years, because there is a demand. There is a demand for you to be a dynamic CPA, dynamic professional. You can't be studying old contents all the time. Every institute does that, and now they have done that. There is, as I said, there is no issues as far as your enrollment of CPA right now. Okay. So what is that? They are calling it as that core, as a core CPA. You should be expert. Of course, I keep on repeating that. Accountancy, auditing, and tax. These define certified public accountant. That is still there. That is called core. And then what you have is the optional. The fourth paper is optional. Still you are having 4 hours paper, 16 hours in total. Only difference is 3 compulsory, core, you cannot change it. The fourth one, they have given you options. That is, as I showed you in that, business analysis and reporting, information systems and control, tax compliance and planning. Either one you must finish. So 3 core and 1 elective out of 1 out of 3. Some people want to go to the industry and become CFO that side. They will select that business analysis and reporting. That is nothing but what you are going to study in BEC right now. And if you don't want that, you will go and select information systems and control, because now it is IT revolution everywhere, and you want to take the role in information and technology, CPA and technology. It's a deadly combination now. You don't want to practice. You want to be in the industry, but you want to go in information systems, and you can become information systems auditor, internal controls in systems, IT implementations. If you have a IT flair, that is the best thing they have done, and you will be a difference. You will bringing difference in IT systems. Okay. Then you want to continue in tax. Okay, Ali, you want to ask some question?
Hi.
Hi.
I have one question regarding the exam. Is there will be change like mark allocation, or will be the same MCQ and test-based simulation?
That's a
Or
very
be
good
the
question.
same?
That's a very good question. There is still all those items are coming. They will roll out all those information in February, March of next year. Ali. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
A detailed syllabus in 2024 model, all those things is still not rolled out. And how that MCQs work and all those things, task-based simulations, I think more or less it will be same. More or less, it will be same. Some content changes and deep information because the world is changing. Did you get that?
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Okay. Right now, this is the information which is rolled out, and they are coming out with all the um, uh, inside blood and all those things. It will come later. Okay. High level breakdown we are talking. How exam is changing to the new business practices, increasing in incorporation of technology, as we said. This is called same thing as we discussed. Accounting, auditing, and tax is definitely defines as CPA, and then you have this optional. Optional. This is the same thing. The exam, as I said, 4 sections, 16-hour format, and this is the beautiful way they have put it. What is the new CPA all about? At the core, you have the main things, that is the seed and the tree. And then you have the option. You can take this, you can take this, you can take that. Okay. So all those things, again, as I said, what is that business analysis and reporting? Nowadays, there is a lot of focus on financial risk management, financial planning techniques. Okay, so more advanced technical accounting reporting topics, all those things are there. So that defines you. And as I said, I also recommend people, when we come to that stage at IPFC, we will analyze you, and we will tell you, we will suggest you which elective it should be good for you. Especially when I see you on videos and all, when I understand you more, by the time we come there. And that is need not be needed if you finish all the 4 papers in 2023, that is also possible. Okay. And now this is the IT I talked about enough. And now what is that another elective they have done? Tax complaints and planning. You're going very deep in tax expert. So this is for those who want to practice tax. Not only practicing as an auditor, you want to focus on a tax specialization. You want to become tax expert. So that is tailor made for you. And one thing, those who want to settle in US and get a license of practice, the certificate of practice is one. And there is no confusion on that. Yeah, as a CPA, if you want to go and settle in America, this is the easiest way. It will add to your immigration points score, and then you can settle down in US. And then you can get a certificate of practice. You can practice from that state where you have passed the exam. You will get that certificate of pass. Okay, Pankaj, can you speak now? Yeah, yeah, that's about my presentation, Anirban and IPFC team. Thank you very much. And now we will take up questions, and we have one question now. Pankaj, it's better you unmute and speak to me so that everyone listen.
Good evening, sir. My question is regarding the duration of the CPA. So in one of the slide, you mentioned that the CPA course is around 18 months. Is this the minimum time to complete the CPA, or it's the something maximum time which it need to be complete within 18 months?
Okay, no, and not both, Pankaj. Let's say if you finish one paper, okay, are you listening?
Yes.
If you pass in one paper, for that paper, 18 months time is there. There is a 18 months expiry. It is called credit. You got the credit for 18 months. So before 18 months, you should finish everything.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Other 3 you should finish. Otherwise, you finish, let's say, another 2. And by the time this 18 months will expire for this passed part, okay, then again you have to reappear for that. So that cycle continues.
Got it.
Not for all the 4 papers 18 months. The paper you pass, 18 months credit you will get it.
Okay, got it. And the exam is on quarterly basis, sir?
Well, there is every 2 months there is a specific dates.
Okay.
And within 22 days, maximum 24 days, you will get your score.
Okay, got it.
And once, and I am the firm believer of a positive talk. I don't want to say anything negative. You should crack it. You should get that credit. Within 24 days, it will be credited to your account. Successful pass. There is a 75 score out of 100. You should get it minimum to pass. Okay.
Oh. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
You all can mute your mic and ask questions, or in case you're not comfortable with muting your mic,
You can type down.
you
Yeah.
can type the question. We should be able to answer these things.
Yes, I have one question. Regarding the 18 months, you said it's possible to finish the CPA within 18 months. Do we have actual percentage who can finish less than a year? Because I didn't see anyone finish within 1 year.
Well, since I'm a freelancer, okay, I have seen people finishing in 1 year. Generally, people go and take 2 exams, 2 papers one time and finish that, and another 2 one time. I have seen that success, but generally the average time they take is maybe 1.5 years.
Okay.
Also, the 18-month count starts from the day you clear your first exam.
Yes.
So if I have to give you an example, suppose you are sitting for the financial accounting and reporting, which is FAR, and you clear the exam, say in the month of February. Now, when you clear in the month of February, your counter starts. So if you clear it in the month of October, then your counter starts from October. So the day you clear your exam, the counter will start. And the next 18 months, you need to clear the balance 3 exams only.
Yeah.
Now, what is the overall cost for the CPA program? I will say the cost in INR. So people from foreign nationals will need to convert it to an USD or other currencies. In an Indian INR, the average cost is between 3 lakhs to 3.5 lakhs average. So that should be the cost of a CPA program, which includes the cost for the training, the cost for the books, the cost for the evaluation, cost for the exam, cost for the license. It does not include any cost for travel, which you might have to do for giving the exam. Like in case your country does not have a Prometric center. See, all Prometric centers do not offer CPA, so you will need to check, like sir has given the websites on the chat. You need to check whether your country offers the CPA examination, and in case it does not, then you might have to travel abroad. So like sir was saying, people generally traveling abroad, they go abroad, give 2 papers, 1 shot, and then come back. And next trip, they can give 2 papers and then come back.
In terms of dollars, I think around $4,500 you can estimate Portia, and accept that your travel costs.
Exactly. Is it a computer-based exam? Yes, it is a totally computer-based exam. There is no paper pencil involved in any of the 4 papers. So, and the questions paper and the question style are slightly different. Some of them have drop downs where you need to select for. Some of them have multiple choice. Some of them are test-based scenarios, like they will actually present you with a financial statement. You might need to highlight the places which are wrong as per the US GAAP. All these things are something which are there.
Okay, I have one question. I think Mirza, task-based questions is you can imagine there is a scenario they will give you, and there is this question. Are you listening? Yeah. Just imagine one scenario, computer-based scenario. Yeah. Case study. And then there is a big question. There will be question. For that question, you need not write anything. So there is a drop down menus, answers are ready. Out of the 10 options, you should select correct sentence, correct calculations. Is that clear? You should work out manually and you should select it.
It is
No
more
need to
like a
type
fill
anything.
in the blanks. Only thing is you might not have to type it. You need to select from a drop down.
Ah,
Which
and
review
then
course we use GLIME,
we use
which is a
GLIME.
US based. Yeah.
I'm
US.
typing here GLIME. GLIME is the best, Ali. At IPFC, we believe in the best and we use GLIME.
Age limit. I don't think there is any age limit. You can start from as early as maybe say 23 years and end up, there is no upper age limit for that. The reason I said 23 years is because, like I said before, you need to have your graduation in place and you need to start off with your post-graduation. At least the first year of your post-graduation needs to be cleared. So that doing a back calculation, I can say the earliest age is like 22, 23, where you need to start your CPA, and the upper age, there is no limit. I mean, knowledge has no limit. I mean, you can get knowledge anytime. I mean, so there is no age limit for knowledge.
And also, it doesn't mean that if you are doing graduation, you should not start training. Correct, Anirban? They can enroll even when they are in, about to finish BCom or graduation. Start training, understand the concept, and then once the formalities are finished, you can give the exam. And as he said rightly, there is no age. Age is just a number. And in my training, there are a lot of people who are even after retirement.
Okay, there is a question that what are the experience requirements and the recognition criteria? Like I was saying, only the exam is an uniform exam. Each states, the 55 states of USA, has their own criteria for the license. Some require experience, some do not require experience, some require you to get certified from an existing CPA, some do not require that. So the criteria for license will depend on a state to state based on the state on which your eligibility happens. The criteria will be decided accordingly. So there is no fixed criteria for the license. So experience criteria, recognition criteria, all that thing will depend on the state from which you become eligible. Can I start at my 20 age? Yes, you can. Like I said, as long as you qualify for the 120 credit points, you can start off immediately. CMA USA do not qualify for any credit points because the CMA USA and the CPA USA are completely different genre. I mean, so they are totally different genres. So a CMA USA will not qualify for any credit points. So after your graduation, you will have to go for a post-graduation. Now these, when I say graduation, post-graduation, these are university programs. The university has to be NAC accredited compulsorily. Otherwise, it is not recognized by the AICPA. So any NAC accredited universities you can choose. In case you do not have such universities in your mind, we can help you. Like we said, that we have tied up with certain universities and that will help. I've completed my ACCA UK and BSc from Oxford. Is that enough? Just a quick query. Is this BSc the optional BSc which you get when you do a ACCA? If that is the thing, then this is not qualifying for 120 credit points. If it's a separate examination which is given separately for BSc, we will need to check the criteria. You can get back on an individual basis to the person from IPFC who is following up with you. They will help it. But if this BSc is the one which you get complimentarily while clearing ACCA, then it is not applicable because you actually don't give an exam. Yeah, you actually don't give the exam. So these courses are not approved by AICPA.
Okay.
And one thing, let me add to that. Either it is CMA US or ACCA or even CA India. Generally, CA, CMA in India and all, now for them, no need to do any graduation. They can directly become CA, Indian Cost Accountant, right? Even for them, there is some restrictions from CPA. They will not give 120 credits. There are some exceptional cases they will give. What Mr. Anirban was telling is that they need a university experience. University, you should go university and other any NAAC credited universities. That university 120 credits is what is minimum required.
So they require the transcripts, that which means that you have given the exam, and that's they are very strict on that. Very strict on that. Okay, Ali, it will be a recorded session. No, it will be a live session, just the one which we are doing. It's very similar to this session. So the classes which they happen at a particular time and day of the week. So you will need to join just like you joined today. So sir will be taking the classes. So you will be able to interact just like you are able to interact live and clear your doubts. So, and in case you miss any of these live classes, all of our classes are recorded. You can go through the recordings. Length for 4 parts. Generally, one part takes 3 to 4 months time frame. Again, it depends purely on the subject which is being trained. All subjects do not have the same time, same length. So it's average 4 months, 4.5 months to maximum 5 months is what happens for a part.
Immediately after that, immediately after the training, you should take the exam like that.
Correct.
I think we told you about that, Pankaj.
Yes, sir. I'm also pursuing for a CFA. So is that will help anything?
No.
No,
Okay.
no. These are professional qualifications. These are not academic qualifications.
Okay. And how many hours per subject is expected, like for the CPA?
Hours for studying?
Yes.
Around, I would say around a minimum 100 hours of studying apart from our training.
Okay. Thank you.
How many months course CPA? From IPFC, you can take 3.5 months average per part. So 1 year course.
1 year, slightly more than 1 year maybe.
Yeah.
Pretty interactive session, I might say. Come on, any more questions? We'll be glad to help you out.
I think we have covered enough, I think. Unless there are.
Again, if I may.
Yeah, please go ahead.
The online training classes, at what time of day will they be conducted or held?
Indian time.
These are conducted the time which we are doing the webinar now on Saturday and Sunday. So the same time which we started today, the same time will be at your place also. So it will be on Saturday and Sunday. So it should not be very difficult for a working professional to attend the training.
And you are in Caribbean. I think you are in the morning right now, around 11
yes,
o'clock.
Yes, in the morning right now. Yeah, it's
around
basically 12 o'clock now.
12, I know. 11 o'clock now. Yes, 11, 12.
Thanks so much.
So it's easy for you, Portia, to attend and then go for your lunch.
Any more queries which we might have? We are present in all the social medias. I mean, the details are given in the screen. It'll be best if you can follow us. I mean, we have put it on the chat also. You can just click on them and follow us in the social media. This will actually help you to, get all the news which we keep on sharing from time to time. through all these 5 medias where we are present. You can choose wherever it's convenient to you, and do connect with us.
Yeah.
It will help you get a better, it will give you the calendars which we follow, the classes which we are starting, the various webinars which we keep doing. I mean, we do at least one webinar on any of the subjects from time to time. So it will give you a good idea on that. So if you have any other queries, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I would like to thank each one of you because you have taken out time on a Sunday evening for us. For some people, it's morning. So thank you very much for taking out time in the Sunday evening and joining us for this webinar. I am sure you all have benefited from this. A lot of you might have certain specific queries. Do get back. Our people will be in touch with you. So you can connect with them, ask your queries, specific queries, exam centers, paper related, subject related queries you might have, related, eligibility criteria related. All of them we should be able to help you out. Since this is a webinar, so becomes difficult to do it on a public platform, but on a one-to-one, we'll be glad to help you out.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you very much for coming. Thank you, sir, for helping the students to know everything.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Right.